Cashless Society here again today, and I want to go over basically what I would do if I were starting over fresh in crypto and wasn't too familiar with the market, but know what I know now. Essentially, how would I go about this? So first off, I wanted to show you this website at dcabtc.com, and what it does is it shows you how dollar cost averaging in Bitcoin would have played out for you historically. And if you don't know what dollar cost averaging is, it's basically a passive investing strategy where you invest the same dollar figure into whatever it is you're investing in on a monthly basis, weekly, semi-annually, whatever it is, whatever period of time, you just put the same amount of money in on that same period of time over and over and over. And what that does is allow you to average your cost. Essentially, you average your entry point. And this investment strategy, historically has proven to be very tough to beat. It's hard to beat dollar cost averaging, no matter if you're a great trader, this and that. I mean, slow and steady really does win the race in investing. And this is the way to take the emotion out of it, not be overreactive. So it's a great strategy. But all right, so let's start reviewing some numbers. So the first time frame I wanted to show you is if we went back 4 years from now. Basically, I would say 4 years from now, 4 years ago at this point, exactly, is where we're at in the market cycle, I think. So going forward, the next 4 years to me will look similar to this. The only thing that I think might affect that is that we really are entering a mass adoption phase. So what I mean by that is, hey, crypto might not go through another grueling 2-3 year bear market again for a while. We might just blast right through this. But anyway, let's look at the numbers. So if you put $100 a month in, just $100 a month, starting 4 years ago, so August 2nd, 2016, you would have invested $4,800, and right now you would have $17,500. So looking at that, you're probably like, well, that's not that exciting. I'm not going to get rich. I came to crypto because I'm supposed to get rich, right? But no, like, the point is, so over this period of time, you would have went through a bull market, but you would have also went through that grueling bear market that was almost 3 years long, that saw Bitcoin drop from 20,000 in value all the way down to 3,000. But you, as Mr. Slow and Steady, you'd be up 264% right now through all of that, up and down. And that's about a 60% annual return. Do you see that in the stock market? No, you don't. Do you see it anywhere else? No, you don't. And the cool part about this website is it actually allows you to see that. So you can compare it to a couple other assets. Basically, you can come in here and you can compare if you did the same exact thing into gold or the same exact thing into the Dow Jones. So it shows you right here, if you did, $100 a month for 4 years into gold, you'd be up 29% right now. Not a bad return. If you did the same thing in the Dow Jones, through all of this, pandemic and up and down we went through, you'd be up 9% right now. So which one looks better? Bitcoin, even including almost 3 year bear market, you'd be up 264%. Now, you don't even want to look at this historically, like if you run this back. Okay, let's go back to 2013. That's about when I got in. Even myself, I didn't take this slow and steady pace. I kind of just randomly bought this, randomly bought that, and just totally went into crypto without knowing anything. I'm happy with where I'm at. But if I had just bought $100 a month, I would have only put in $8,400, and I would be up to $127,000 over that period of time, with a 1,400% return. So, I mean, going back even further, obviously nobody wants to see this stuff. But if you started doing this 9 years ago, you'd have only put in $10,800, and you'd have 3 million right now with a 27,000% return. Crazy stuff, right? But this is the power of dollar cost averaging. You take the emotion out of it and you just do the same thing over and over and over. Don't react, just let that thing ride. I've only put in $10,000, I'm at 3 million. Okay. Who knows if this opportunity is going to exist again in crypto? I think it is, because of this right here. So the market cap, the entire market cap of crypto is still 340 billion. That's nothing. That's a little bit larger than Netflix. So one company that, offers digital movies. Cool. The point being, crypto is the creation of a new asset class, and it has the ability to grow into one of the established asset classes that exist around the world, like the stock market and real estate and derivatives, as I showed you up here in the upper right hand corner, comparing all those market caps together and why I think crypto can blow up. But anyway, yep, so just starting over. If you had done all this into Bitcoin, you see the point. But if I could start over, or if I were starting over right now with what I know, including this dollar cost averaging, I would take the same strategy on. I would probably put in a good chunk up front and then continue to dollar cost average into the market. And what I would be looking at would probably be more so into, Ethereum and XRP. I would probably put the bulk into those, and, maybe even like 80% of the portfolio being split Ethereum and XRP even. Maybe not. I don't know. I probably would be more heavy into XRP just because I think it's the chosen one, the winner. Personal opinion. But going down the list, once I were to have, my big chunk into Ethereum and XRP, however it's balanced, then I would look to just add a little here and there. Some into Cardano probably, some into Chainlink, Tezos, Stellar. I would just go down VeChain maybe. Basically putting a very small percentage, maybe even that $100 a month buying a new project here and there. Just want $100 at this project, $100 at that project. Just keep it simple. And also, I don't want anyone that might be new to the space to feel discouraged and think, it's too late, because I can assure you it's not too late for this asset class. I can't tell you who the winners are going to be, but the asset class as a whole is going to continue to expand and blow up, essentially. Getting a little off topic there, but yeah, ultimately my goal would be to be top heavy in Ethereum and XRP, and then I would essentially try to put a little here and a little there into all these other little buckets, and hopefully one of them is going to hit, because essentially we are just speculating. As I've mentioned, it's basically educated gambling, or informed gambling. So one way you can do better at that, I would say as well, I wanted to show you this website. If you haven't seen it already, it's called CoinCodeCap, and you can come here, go to the top, click coins, and then this entire website basically ranks crypto projects by their developer activity. So you can assure yourself that the project isn't dead whenever it has very active development. You can go to GitHub and you can see what all these people are doing. That's the beauty of open source coding and these decentralized platforms. But as you can see here, you got Ethereum's overall rank is considered number 1 with developer activity, and that's fair. It makes perfect sense to me. And going down the list, library credits, very small market cap there. Might have huge potential to blow up just because it's a tiny market cap, yet it's has a lot of developer activity as a whole. And what it does is it's basically like a decentralized YouTube. What's cool about that is, I don't know if you follow Altcoin Daily or not, but their channel has over 200,000 subscribers, and they just got banned from YouTube, and they're not sure if they'll ever be able to get back onto YouTube. And they said that they were promoting illegal activity, which is stupid, because all they do is crypto news and their own opinion on it. But so on. I think a platform like Library Credits, a decentralized YouTube, will eventually win. I don't know which one it will be though. Another one could be Theta. Anyway, going down the list. So I went through most of these already. As you can see, most of them are already in the top 10, top 20 on CoinMarketCap. So they are already priced in, basically. It's being up there. You got Ethereum in there. Bitcoin was on the list. EOS was up there. Stellar is up there. And so on. My point is, if you come through here and you find some projects that have very high developer activity, yet they're not highly ranked as far as market cap, that could be a sleeper. If you're saying, hey, this project is still being developed actively, very actively, I think eventually it might move up into here, then you have that growth potential. So, but yeah, like I said, Stellar's in there, Cardano, Ripple, all the winners. But out of all these top ones, besides Filecoin and Incognito, Elastos is right there, ranked at number 15 overall, and then 33 in developer activity. So, as you guys know at this point, Elastos is probably my favorite deep sleeper, little project as far as market cap that has built a great working product. So, as I've mentioned before, I've explained Elastos in more detail. You can watch the video up here in the upper right hand corner as well if you'd like to look at that. But anyway, I went through this list a little bit earlier and was just kind of exploring some projects I think might be sleepers. This Insolar I think could be a good one. And what else did I see? Library Credits, as I mentioned. I mean, you could come through here and just dig around, and this would be a good way to research and learn what all is out there, because all these projects have active developers, and you might find some with really tiny market caps. This could be a hidden gem. So I picked through here. I'm not going to go through them all right now, but one that I found as well that I'm going to look into more is this Vite, V-I-T-E. It has a really small market cap, but just at first glance, it looks like they are definitely still building and have a decent product available. So I might do a video on that one later. But yeah, so I'm not going to keep going through all of these right now. I just want to show you when it comes to finding sleeper projects, this is where I would come. Because, if you go to CoinMarketCap and you go to page, let's go down. Let's go over to page 5 or so. So if you come over here and you just find some random little project, this one, BTSE. It has some volume, but I mean, you just gotta look for red flags, for instance. So it has 4 million circulating supply with 166 million remaining. So where are those other tokens? Are they held by the founders? Are they ready to dump those as soon as the price goes up? Just little things like that. But you just can't tell if this project's any good, right? My point being, so if you come here to CodeCap and you see that they're high up there in developer activity, then they might actually be worth exploring. That's my main point there. But yeah, I mean, if I could start over, I would probably just go ahead and I would dollar cost average at the top as much as I could with, Ethereum, XRP, maybe some of these other ones, Cardano maybe. And then if I wanted to try and really hit a home run, I probably would come here to CoinCodeCap and look for some stuff that might be undervalued. Just sleeper projects, because, a lot of these are new and they might be developing something really cool that people just haven't been able to get exposure on yet. So, but yeah, that's my take. And lastly, before I let you go, just to kind of reiterate when I said, don't feel discouraged or like you're too late to the party or a little bit of money isn't enough, because I do know somebody in 2017. They didn't make a bunch of trades, do this and that, nothing fancy. They literally put $750 in. I think they had bought 2 different projects, and once it was all said and done, they had made over $160,000. So the opportunity is out there. You know, you do have to do a little bit of research, maybe find some deep sleepers, something like that, if you're gonna, you know, really hit it home like that. And it's also gonna be just a little bit of luck. But you know, as always, it's not financial advice. You know, I'm just trying to help people be educated on this, you know, new asset class as a whole, and also realize that the opportunity is there for them. So, but yeah, as always, please like, subscribe, share with your friends and family, and stay tuned for the next one. Thanks.
What is a cashless society? What does it actually mean in a literal or high-level sense?
Money will become like these, relics of a different age, and will only be found in places like this. In other words, hard cash will disappear. It will become electronic, transferred by things like these.
Then Tracy is in Beijing to show us what a nearly cashless society actually looks like. Ben, good morning.
Mobile payment transactions in China reached a cumulative total of 277.4 trillion RMB in 2018, ranking #1 in the world, according to the recently released statistical report on internet development in China. As of June 2019, online payment users in the country reached 633 million. The cashless society is now approaching.
When's the last time you paid with cash? Well, chances are cash has taken a backseat to the plastic in your wallet and smartphone pay apps.
Denver 7's Ryan Luby explains the digital pay revolution and why not everyone is on board.
The cashless society, the cashless society.
The cashless society.
The cashless society is now approaching.
The cashless society.